Hello, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Evil Live. I'm your host, the Evil Tyrone, and I've got a very, very, very special guest in the building tonight. We got Sweet and Spooky in the building tonight. How you feeling? How you feeling tonight?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yes. We got, horror enthusiasts, YouTuber. If you are not subscribed to her channel, it is awesome. The links are in the description, folks. Links are in the description. Also, actress, you've got a laundry list of things, that are in your wheelhouse, which we're gonna get into tonight, But thank you for stopping by. It's always nice when I get to interact with new people in the horror community that I haven't had a chance to chat it up with as of yet, So I think the first time I met you was at a zero gravity's party in New
Yes,
York,
the Halloween
Yes,
party. I was
yes,
Bimbo Ghostface. You saw
yes,
it.
yes. Bimbo Ghost Space. I love it. I love it. But yeah, gotta come with the heat, So thank thank y'all for stopping by. Cray Dre, thanks for stopping by, man. For showing some love. The View with Drew. What's up, Drew?
I love that name.
Me too. The View with Drew. I love it. I love it. Thank you for stopping by. We got Dice in the building. Thanks for stopping by.
Yes,
Yes, Dice is Dice is awesome. I definitely need them back on the show.
an icon.
Yes. The comedy stylings of Dice.
I know, I love dice.
We also got Melissa in the building.
My
Thank you
God,
for
hi
stopping by,
bestie.
Melissa. Always a fun time. Then we got Doctober in the building. Thank you for stopping by, Doctober. Loving the names, loving the names. We got Bob Draws in the building. Hola, Bob.
Oh,
Yeah,
¿qué tal?
yes.
Hello. How
Yeah,
are
we
you?
we got the found footage rewind. Thanks for stopping by. Yes. Always showing love. Thank you for stopping by. Yes. So I guess we could get into it, get into these questions. How did you how did you get into horror? Like what's your horror origin story?
Oh my God. I don't know if like all of YouTube has heard this already. It was by accident, actually.
Wow.
Um, so yeah, when I was little, I asked my aunt for, I guess I didn't tell her Rugrats specifically, but I kept saying I wanted the Chucky movie because I was
Yes.
obsessed with Chucky from Rugrats. Um, and I don't remember if he had his own movie or there was a movie that was more focused on him. I don't know. But I just kept telling her I want the Chucky movie.
Yes.
And she was like, okay, I'm going to get it for you for Christmas. And she, I guess, got me Child's Play. And I didn't realize that. And I was at home at the time with just my brother, and there were like no adults in the house. And I put it in a VHS tape player, popped it in
Yeah.
there, was like, okay, I'm waiting for Rugrats. And I saw this doll just like yelling and cursing. And it was like the scene where she picks him up and he's like, you stupid bitch, like, and I was like, oh my God, where's the Rugrats? Like, this is the longest commercial. And I just started like crying and I got so scared. It was like his voice or something that just scared me. So I basically just like cried under a blanket and waited for it to be over because I was too scared to like eject it from the thing.
Yeah.
So mess. And I was scared of Chucky for a really long time. Like a really, really long time. And then it wasn't until like I had always been curious about horror, but it wasn't
Mhm.
until like I want to say like maybe I was in like the 6th grade where I was like, okay, I think I can watch horror movies. Like I saw the Prom Night remake and I was like,
Yes.
yeah, I can do it. Like I'm scared of nothing, and then I ended up rewatching Chucky and I'm obsessed with him. And so yeah, that's my horror thing. Now I'm obsessed.
Yes. I love it. And
Started by accident.
It's that is a hilarious. I think that's probably the most hilarious origin story that I've heard on the podcast interviewing people so far. Just because I remember that I think there was a Chucky movie where he like found his real, or they explored like his real mom or something like
I
that.
think that's the one I wanted.
That movie, Child's Play, not
She
that movie.
must have went in the store because like she really didn't know that she got me like a movie that's not for kids. Because
Yeah.
like I remember like my family like were all fighting with her and they were like, "Are you crazy? You gave her this crazy movie and now she's traumatized." She was like, "What? I went in the store and I asked them for the new Chucky movie." She didn't know.
Yeah, Chucky Finster and Charles Lee Ray are two very different entities out there.
Right, and Child's Play is indeed not for children.
Yeah, well, it's definitely that. Now, since you did you end up liking that series? Like, how do you feel about the Child's Play series as a whole?
I love it. It's one of my favorite franchises now. It took me a really long time though, because I was so scared of him. Like for what? And now I think he's so funny. Like I see him and I'm like, what an icon. It's camp, slay. But I was scared of him for a while, man. I was
Yeah.
scared of him like to like 10th grade or something.
Oh wow,
That's like
wow.
so late. I'm scared of this doll guy. But yeah, I love the Child's Play franchise. So much fun.
Listen, it's the net. You can never really like grow out of fear for something that like cemented itself in your brain when you were young. Like I'm still
Yeah.
scared of like the Crypt Keeper and Michael Jackson's The Thriller when I see it on television or whatever. Like it
That was
still
scary.
trips
Oh
me out.
my
Yes,
god. I was
yes,
so scared of that as a kid. Yeah.
yes. But I really dug Child's Play too. Like I think that was my favorite out of the franchise. Like, do you have a favorite that sticks out to you?
uh it's controversial because everybody comes to me for it, but my favorite is Seed of Chucky. I know people don't like that one.
Listen, it was fun. There
Blasphemous.
are
It's so fun.
there are no bad Child's Play movies.
I
There's no
agree. I think it was ahead of its time. I think
Yeah.
people just didn't really like get it.
Just it,
Yeah.
especially like the themes that were going on in there. I'm like, yo, you guys were, doing it beforehand,
They
So
were. And it's like so meta. I love that.
yes, yes. And Redman. Like, you got Redman in
Yeah,
the
so
film, like what?
iconic.
Yeah, so what's there not to like? What is there not to like? But yeah, that was an awesome story. It
Thank
took
you.
me back to like, when I would watch something on the TV and you're watching things that you're just scared. You're scared, but you're scared to cut it off. You're so scared that you're like frozen in fear. You're scared to cut it off, and it
Yeah.
just takes me back to like Night of the Demons or, Tales from the Hood, just the imagery on the screen. And I'm like, oh, I can't do this. Like I'm glued to it, but I can't, cut it off. It's too much going on. Too much going on. We got Kira in the building. Thanks for stopping by, Kira. Still need to watch the second season of Chucky. Yes, it was very fun. It was very fun.
Hmm.
Um, I don't want to spoil anything, but holy crap.
I haven't even finished season 3 yet.
Well, none of us have, to be honest, because they didn't put the full season out.
Oh, it's not?
No, they put like I think 4 or 5 episodes out, and then they're going to show us the rest this year.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. A little break. They got a little hiatus.
yeah. They want to keep them subscriptions up. They're like we
Yeah.
we we, s- we see how y'all
It's
do. Put the $5 down. To watch whatever movie. Halloween or what's that? The Five Nights at Freddy. You
Oh,
know.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah. Oh, it's on Peacock? The
Yeah.
Chucky? Oh,
hmm
okay.
Yeah, they just
Okay.
started like it wasn't I think you had to watch it on like USA, but this year they
Yeah.
started putting it out on Peacock when I think the night after it premiered on USA, they put it on Peacock, so which was
Oh,
awesome.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
They're
It
trying to
was
get the bag there.
yeah, they definitely are. They definitely are, but I think the only I feel like in the future we might start seeing like shows put 1 hour episode per month out, to get us to sign up for these subscriptions, because it's got a lot going on. Got a lot going on. I don't have the my pockets don't have the bandwidth
I
for all the
agree with
subscriptions out
that.
there. You
Yes.
know, So
It's too many subscriptions.
yes, yes. We
It's
got
too
a
much.
Doctober. I'm way behind on the Chucky show too. Yeah, a lot of people are, but it's some goodness. It's definitely some goodness in there.
For sure.
We got a KB. Thanks for stopping by, KB. What's up, family? What's good? Evil One. Tell Sweet and
Hello.
Spooky she needs to come on the con. Yes, yes, Sweet and
Oh my
Spooky.
god. I love
Yes,
it.
yes. KB, he does, interviews as well, with just a lot of people in the, BlueTuber and film community, and it's always a good time. He's a really good interviewer, really down to earth type
Aw, I
dude,
love that.
Oh yes, oh yes. Gotta connect the community, gotta connect the community.
You have
That's what
to.
it's all about, you know. Now, my second question for you is, do you have a favorite subgenre, or does something stick out to you? You know.
Yes. I have a lot of favorite subgenres. Obviously I'm big into Jalo. I don't know if that's like a subgenre though, but subgenre favorite is probably going to be body horror. There's something
Ooh,
about it that's just like it feels so me, Like I just love the icky, But then like I love like all the body horror seems to be super personal, and like there's like a deeper like thing going on that's very human, even while
yes.
you're watching like somebody turn into a monster or something. Like Ginger Snaps is a great example of becoming a teenager and like getting your period and like all the changes that happen in a woman's body. So that one is like one I really like speak to. And I would say Jennifer's Body also, even though she becomes like a succubus, but somehow I relate to it.
Yes, body. Listen. A lot of people went up for Jennifer's Body, especially. I feel like it was one of those ones that came out. It was like, oh, this is a nice movie. But as time went on, people really
Oh
started to
yeah.
appreciate it. So,
Yeah. I went to see that one in the theater. People hated this movie.
well,
Like
I think.
why? Even my dad had taken me to see this movie, and I don't I think I was in like the 8th grade.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So maybe I was like 13 or something when this came out. I don't remember. Um, but he took me, and after he was like, "Oh, that movie was so bad. That was garbage." And I was like, "I loved that movie." Like, and then it just became part of my personality for forever, and still is. Like, if anyone follows me, like, I have every Jennifer check outfit. Like, it's crazy.
You know what it is? I think it was partially people like who didn't really mess with the film. I think it was partially like Jennifer, like well, Megan Fox burnout. I think because at that point
Yeah.
she was the it girl, and at some point people are going to turn on you. So I feel like that was around the time. But
Mhm.
it really didn't take away from the film. Like, it objectively, it's a decent film. Especially like the actress, the acting in there was really good. So really
Yeah, for
really not a
sure.
lot you can complain about it. About we got the found footage rewind. Society is a fantastic body horror movie. Yes, Society is fucking insane.
That
Fucking
movie is
insane.
crazy.
You know.
Yeah, that's a really weird one.
Then we got Kira. Absolutely love Ginger Snaps. Yes, yes, and its sequels. Ginger Snaps.
I
I
haven't
love
seen
the
the
whole.
sequels.
Oh yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
I've heard.
Yeah, yeah. It's always like, I love watching something like the original, like the first movie in a series, and then there's always a little apprehension of stepping into the sequel, because you're like, oh damn, are they going to fuck it up, or where could they possibly go with this? But I feel like Ginger Snaps, all of them were pretty much a good time. Like, I really didn't have an issue with any of those sequels. They were pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. We also got I love Jennifer. I heart Jennifer check.
Oh,
Hashtag
yay.
Jennifer's body. It has a cult following now. Yes, yes. I blame Michael Bay bashing Megan Fox for the hate that Jennifer's body got. I kind of agree with you because I do remember.
That
Uh,
was definitely part of it.
yes, because it felt like he went on just like this campaign. Like, I don't know if they had issues behind
Yeah.
the scenes, but he was
I
just
remember
like,
that.
yeah, this girl is difficult to work with, and she doesn't want to do this, doesn't want
Yeah.
to do
The way
that.
they marketed the movie too, like the studios were just like, oh, we have to market this as like some like sexy movie because we have Megan Fox and
Yeah.
we gotta make everybody think that like her and Amanda Seyfried are gonna be like fucking, like
Hmm.
like they just marketed it so bad. Like, I don't know. It was so like not what the movie actually is, which
No,
kind of sucks for her, especially. It's like very objectifying.
it is, but I think
Yeah,
that's it. It made the narrative even more potent, about what the movie was about. I feel like some movies
for
do that
sure.
where they come out and people are looking at it from one layer, like a movie like Sucker Punch. I don't know if you ever seen Sucker Punch,
Hmm.
and people are like, "Oh my god, trash!" Just women scantily clad, blah blah
Yeah, I
blah.
love that
But
movie. I'm sorry.
that movie is fucking amazing, and it has a message.
It's
Like,
so fun, that movie.
did you like? Oh my, like, yeah, yeah. I need to. I think I need a Sucker Punch. I need Sucker Punch memorabilia because that soundtrack was kick ass as well.
It's a great one.
Yeah, it was definitely up there. Um, Kira, love that people are starting to really enjoy it. Yes, yes. Dice. There you go. Sully's, you should join me when I expose Charles to society. Yes,
Oh,
yes,
I would love to.
yes, yes. Society is one of those ones. It was definitely one of those ones.
It's so
Bob's
weird.
first time I've known Megan was Transformers since I was 6. Yeah, yeah, that
Yeah.
definitely back there. That's definitely a throwback. Regarding the body horror, Titan is a trip. Raw is very good also.
I love both of
Yes.
them. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Take y'all taking me back tonight. Y'all taking me back with these recommendations. Bobby, thanks for stopping by. Bobby likes it spooky.
Hi.
Yes, Sucker Punch was definitely a fucking dope movie. I saw that shit in theaters. I got up when at the end when he's just like, now fight. I was ready to. I felt the same way walking out of Sucker Punch that I did walking out of 300. I was ready to fight somebody. Yeah, same
I
here.
love that. I went to
Same
see
here.
Sucker Punch too. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yes. Yes. Got a KB. He says double feature, Society and Audition. Ooh, Audition's another good one. Another good one on the
Very
list.
good.
Yes, yes. Now my next question for you would be do you have a favorite decade of horror, that sticks out to you?
Yes, that's so tough. But yes, I would say 70s for sure right now, because
Yes.
it can change for me. But I think 70s has like kind of remained pretty consistent. Like, I'm big into Jalo, and there's a lot of Jolly that's in the 70s. I just love the aesthetic. There's something about it. Like, I kind of feel like I was supposed to be born in that era for some reason. Like, it feels very me. Everything's very lush. um, yeah, I love 70s.
Yeah, 70s is definitely a dope ass decade. Like, I growing up, I was like super duper duper into like the 80s era, but
Yeah.
like last year and maybe 2 years ago, I started jumping more into the 70s, and I'm like, oh, this is where it was at. This is
Right?
this was where the rawness was at. Motherfuckers was taking chances in the 70s that they're
Right.
not taking today. They're
It's
not
so
taking.
true. Like, they just don't make them like that anymore. Like,
No,
so
no.
many of these movies, they're so like they're so raw and like I don't know. There's something about it that like I feel like a lot of modern movies are missing today.
Yeah, and the women were badass, in the 70s.
Yes. Are you kidding?
So, we definitely need that. We got that energy, some, little spurts here and there, but I feel like, we need that 70s energy back. We
We
definitely
really
need it.
do.
You know. They always come around, the decades always come around.
I
So
know. Right now, I feel like we're still in like the people don't want to let the 80s go. Just
no,
let
they
they need to let it rock. I'm sorry. It's done. It's so no, it's so done. Like Stranger Things happened. I could go on a whole rant about this, by the way. I have like talked this to death on my channel. Stranger Things came out. And everybody was like, oh my God, I have to do Stranger Things. It's 80s, 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 80s. Shut up. I'm done. I am done. When did Stranger Things come out?
yeah, yeah,
2016? When did this come out? It's done. It's 2024. We're over the 80s, okay? We get
yeah.
it. You're nostalgic for the 80s. That's it. I'm done. Like,
No,
stop. It's
I
too much.
I agree. I agree. I mean, even though I love the 80s, but I think that other decades need some love. Other
For
decades, there are other
sure.
decades that definitely took chances and took risks and had a lot of media and art that contributed some amazing things to the world,
I
which need to be
agree.
highlighted.
I
So,
agree.
but thank you for that passion, that passion.
You're welcome. I can go. Yeah, I'm very passionate about this 80s thing. I can't take it. I'm
Yes,
done. I'm
yes.
done
No,
with
no, I love it. I love it. Now, you have brought up Giallo, because I saw your previous video that you had posted up on your channel, and one of my last interviews, I was interviewing Queer Demon, and uh, they were talking about how there are certain films that don't get the name Giallo, but he was like, they kind of are. So I'm like, are
Mhm.
there any films that you feel like are in that Giallo like branch that don't necessarily get called Giallo? Because they had brought up Scream, it was kind of a
Oh,
Giallo to them. So I was like,
I
how did
see.
you feel? Does any movies like that stick out to you that you would put in the Giallo like subgenre or Giallo esque?
Um, yeah, because a lot of like American slashers, I hate to say, that, but they have like copied or been inspired by a lot of Jolly. So I could see
Yes.
why it would feel like I could see why Scream would feel that way. I like
Yes.
I feel like Black Christmas is one that I feel like is very Jalo, but obviously people wouldn't consider it a Jalo. But for me, I just rewatched it on Christmas actually, and I was like, whoa! Like all these like super zoom in tight shots, and just like a lot of the vibe of it is very Jalo. But I do
Yes.
understand why it isn't a Jalo. But I guess that would be one. There's also like people say Suspiria is not a Jalo. I
Oh
don't
my
care. That's
God.
gonna be a Jalo for me. Like
It is.
it
No question.
is. Like they're like, oh, it's not because it's not a who done it. There's not a killer with the gloves on and all that. But like, are you joking? Because all the other vibes are there. Like just because
When
it has a supernatural element, I don't think it takes away like the Jalo aspects of it. It's
when
also
the
created by a man who did Jalo for like his whole life.
exactly. It would make no sense. Like if the aliens came up from the ocean and were like, show me what Giallo is, Suspiria would be on that damn
I
list.
agree.
You
I
know.
agree. I'm gonna die on that hill. It's a
Yeah.
Jalo for me.
Yes. Yes. It's the I need that. I need that on a shirt. Like it's the Giallo for me. It's the Giallo
Yes.
for me. Yes. I need that. I need that. We got Capital. Thanks for stopping by. I love some 80s media
Hello.
as well, but they're dragging the generic 80s aesthetic OD. Yes.
They
Yes.
are
Most definitely. Most definitely.
stunned.
You know. Since I thought Guardians of the Galaxy is one. the one bring back the 80s because they bring 70s, 80s songs. Yeah, Guardians of I just feel like we live in a and I don't know if it's like an American thing, but I know growing up playing Vice City, and that listening to the music and stuff like that, and watching these films, a lot of this 80s music I only know because they kept pushing it out. Not to say that it's
Right.
the best, like, and I love, don't get me wrong, I love the 80s, but they kept pushing it out. So it's kind of like programming, for you
Mm-hmm.
to feel automatically like feel super nostalgic for that over other decades, So but we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. The kids are throwing 90s parties and 2000s parties now. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, We'll definitely see how it goes. We got the found footage rewind. The neon demon seems very Neo Giallo and absolutely love it.
I
Okay.
would agree. Yeah. I don't think the Neon Demon is that great of a movie, like script wise. Aesthetically and like the acting and everything, I think it's great.
Okay.
Story wise, though, I think it falls apart a little bit. But I would consider it like Neo Giallo for sure. It definitely has a lot of Giallo aspects.
Okay. Okay. The neon demon, neon demon. We got Mika. Thanks for stopping by, Mika.
Hello,
Always
friend.
always a good time. Always a good time. Now the year just ended. We're in a brand new year. So if you were to recommend like three movies that you saw like last year, like new movies that you saw like last year, what three would you throw out there?
Oh, okay. I'm ready. Um The Passenger was an independent horror thriller that came out in 2023. Didn't get a lot of attention. It has Kyle Gallner, Scream King. Um, so I would recommend that one. It's very good. Script, acting, everything is really good. I would say it's more of a thriller than it is a horror. So if you're expecting like something terrifying, then maybe it's not for you. But if you want something that's like meaty with like an emotional story and like a good performance from Kyle Gallner, that's a good one.
Okay.
Something really scary that I was like obsessed with, and it's also made by Latina people. When Evil Lurks, my favorite movie of 2023. Like amazing, so
The
good.
dog scene. Oh my
Yes, the body horror aspects too, and the performances are crazy. They're crazy good. I cannot believe that these actors are not like famous, like here, like in America. Like, are you joking? Like, they were
yes.
so good. So yeah, that's a must watch. Bump that to the top of the list. It's
Yes.
on Shutter. Really good one. I'm trying to think of another one. Hold on. I'm gonna
Two.
go to my
Your
letterbox
letterbox.
list.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it. I love it.
Gotta be
whenever
prepared.
whenever I interview someone and they're like, "Let me go to my letterbox," I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's the
We're
squad
in.
right there." Yeah, that's
We're here.
we're
Oh,
here.
okay. Here's another one. Birth slash Rebirth. This was directed
Mm,
by a woman. And it stars Judy Reyes, who's from the Bronx, and she's Dominican, and I've been a stan of her for so long, and her being in horror is making me really happy. And then it has Marin Ireland, and she's really great. And this one it's really good because it's like actually good pregnancy horror. Like, I feel like pregnancy horror is hard to do. Rosemary's Baby is my favorite horror movie of all time. So, like, I'm protective over the pregnancy horror genre because I just
gotcha.
feel like a lot of them take too much inspo or like just copy from Rosemary's Baby because it was kind of like the first of its kind.
Hmm.
Uh, but this one does its own thing and has like a bunch of little twists and stuff that you're just gonna be gagged. So I would bump that to the list too. And that one's also on Shutter. So
Okay. Okay, I got two recommendations out of that. Because I have seen when Evil Lurks, bumped up
Good.
to the top of my list. I think it comes out actually on physical media. I think next month or March, no later than March, but it should be out on physical media soon. So definitely make sure you check it out. It's worth your time,
It
folks.
really
Definitely
is.
worth your time. I loved your recommendations. We got Mika. She says The Passenger. Yes, so good. Love this one. So
Yes.
glad to hear someone mention it. Definitely don't hear it talked about. Yes, yes. When Evil Lurks was exceptional, in my opinion. Yes, yes, was the top of the crop. Melissa, oh my God, when Evil Lurks was so good. Cannot wait to see more from Damien Rugna. Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. Kira, Talk to Me was my favorite of 2023. Yes, was Talk to Me was definitely up there for me as well. Definitely up there, and also some love for Birth slash Rebirth. Yes,
Yay.
yes. Definitely up there. Definitely up there. Yeah, Shutter has some great finds. Like
They do.
Evil Lurks, Terrified. I don't know if you've seen Sissy. Like I would definitely recommend Sissy to
Sissy,
you.
yes, that one was so good.
Just it was one of those horror movies that I just was it kept me laughing, but it also like had me yelling at the screen because I'm like, those aren't your friends. Those were never your friends. Like,
Right.
something's obviously wrong with you, but there's obviously something wrong with these people as well. Like these
For sure.
you know.
She was great also. I think her
Oh,
name is Aisha D.
yes, yes, Asia
Yeah.
D definitely killed that. She definitely killed that. Now I have another question for you. Could you name a horror film that you wish you could have been on the set for?
Oh my god. That I wish I could have been on the set for. That's
Yes.
so tough. There's so many.
Something body horror, perhaps. Something a little bloody or gory.
Yeah. Oh my god. There's so many because like easily I'd be like Scream, but if I'm like really thinking about it, I'm gonna say Raw.
Ooh, nice choice.
Just
Nice
like
choice.
I need to see Julia Docker now like in her element. I'm obsessed with that woman. Like I can't wait for her next movie. Like she's doing some of my favorite movies.
Yes, yes. And if you guys have not seen Raw, definitely check it out. It's up there. It's up there.
For sure.
Definitely got to check it out. Now, my next question for you would be, now that we're in the year of 2024, we got a lot of different representation out there, and as you being Latina, in the horror community and just repping for your heritage and just who you are, just giving your perspective on this genre and stuff like that. Do you have some favorite Latin horror? It could be past or present, that you
Oh
think
my
that
god.
people really need to pay attention to, that doesn't really get the light shown on it, that it should.
Yes, I do. I have a letterbox list too.
Yes, yes, love it, love it.
um okay. Yes. Um okay, the first one I'm going to mention is a Mexican horror movie from the 70s. Are we
Okay.
surprised? It's called Alucarda. Uh, the the poster is crazy. I'll show you. It
Oh
just looks
wow.
very like sinister.
Yes.
Um, it's very good. The two actresses, like I'm pretty sure they were being like driven crazy on set. They have to play like these roles where they're like driving themselves crazy. So it's really fun to watch them. And it's a possession movie. So I love possession movies.
Yes.
And I think it's really unique. Granted, because it's like low budget from the 70s, there is a lot of like ridiculous aspects, but because the movie is so crazy, it kind of all works. So that's one that I think is underrated.
Yes.
Um, And then I know you spoke about it a little bit. I would have to put Terrified on there, directed by Damien Rugna, who did When Evil Lurks. This one also possession movie. I love possession movies too.
Listen, we're
Um,
fam. I love Possession too. We're in the same boat. We're in the same boat.
possession movies. They speak to me. Um, yeah, I mean, great. Like, there's body horror aspects in this one too, and he does it really well. And he does like the whole like trauma and like haunted family, haunted house thing really well. So that one I would bump up there. I feel like not enough people talk about Terrified either.
They don't.
So
They don't.
so underrated.
It is. It is. You know.
Um, and then I'm gonna recommend a new one that came out uh in 2023. This is an anthology, Satanic Hispanics. And it has a segment from Damien Rugna in it that's really good. It has the same actor from Terrified and from When Evil Lurks. He's so great. And all the segments in there are like really fun, and each one is super different. Like there's like a campy couple, like a couple campy ones, and then there's like ones that are a little bit more serious. So yeah, I love it. It was so much fun. Did you see it?
I was so upset because I got the tickets to go see it, and then
No!
we went to the theater, sat down, and I don't know what happened, but the
No way.
projector would not come on. I was so upset. You know, I went on Twitter, I expressed like my grievances, and the
It
actual
makes me
like I think it was
sad.
the one of the producers, they were like, yeah, like, we can give you a call and we can, go by, we can tell you like everything that happened in the movie. I'm like, no, I want to experience it. So I do see that it is on physical media, so I'm definitely like gonna cop it and check it out, because I,
Yes.
I just know it's gonna be some heat on there. I know it's gonna be some
It's
heat.
crazy. And each segment, like all the directors are from like different places. There's like one that like the lead guy is Dominican, so that's really cool to see. And I'm pretty sure he's Dominican from New York, so I love that. Like I just feel like I'm
Yes,
at home right there. Like that's like
yes,
great. But
yes.
yeah, really fun.
Yes, I love that it's a melting pot, because I feel like sometimes people, they, when they put like Latin, on something, they think that it's just one thing. It's Mexican, or it's but
They
I'm like,
do.
it's everything. It's, because me growing up in California, like, you get a taste of everything and a lot of different cultures, and then moving to the East Coast and seeing how it is out here, and it's like, okay, it's beautiful. I just find it so beautiful when you get a melting pot of everything, in one film. So it's definitely dope. Definitely dope. We got Mika. She says, I'll have to add that to my watch list. Yes, I think that was your first recommendation. Um,
Alucarda, yeah.
yes, yes, Dice, yes. It's gotta be good. It's gotta be good if it was at the top,
It's good. It really is.
you know.
It's crazy though.
Well, listen,
Just keep in mind.
listen. Since you brought it up, I have to, like, sometime this weekend I've got to go on your letterbox and screen
Yes.
screen cap that list, because I need to get my game up, in that aspect, in the Latin horror aspect. Kira, Piggy is underrated, worth a watch indeed. Yes,
I haven't
Piggy.
seen it yet.
Yes, that is definitely up there. Veronica. Veronica was really good. Possession
Veronica's a good
movie.
one.
You
Yeah.
know. Mika said really enjoyed Satanic Hispanics. Yes,
Yay.
yes. And Dice went to see Hispanics, and the projector didn't work. Yeah, yeah.
Wait, did this just happen to everyone?
Yeah, I'm like, is this a conspiracy? Like, AMC, AMC, we need answers. We need answers. Because we need
Yeah, what
answers.
happened?
Yeah, because all the projectors were working, when you were showing the Batman, but when you put up
That's
Satanic
tea.
Express, you know,
I'm not about that. What
you
kind of
know,
shit are they trying to pull?
yeah, yeah. So, let's go. We got Bob says, not so much with monsters slash creature in Latin culture. Yeah, yeah. I think I think we need a lot. We need to see a lot more, especially you're getting a lot more like folklore and stuff like that. Like I know they
Yeah.
tried to do like the curse of La Llorona and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm just like I tried, and I'm like this somebody else needs to do it. Because I feel like,
Yes.
and this is a hot take, but I feel like James Wan fucking amazing.
Yes.
But I feel like just like with a lot of people, when you get so big, they just start slapping your name on shit that you're not doing
They
just to
do
sell
do
a ticket.
that.
And I'm just like, at this point, I have to actually read the notes. Like, who's writing this? Who's directing this? Because
No, so valid, so valid.
yeah,
Yeah, it it's unfortunate. There's so much more like Latina folklore that needs to be explored. Like La Llorona, like okay, unfortunately Curse of La Llorona was so bad. I'm sorry. Like just the
yeah,
script, it just felt like they didn't really care. It kind of felt like a cash grab for me. I know there was a Mexican one about La Llorona. I think it was probably called just La Llorona. Um, that one was interesting. Not like my favorite. It was a bit slow and not really my favorite, but I appreciated that they incorporated like actual like folklore. Like, it wasn't just like, ooh, it's like scary. Like, they actually cared a little bit. But like there's so much other ones like Chupacabra, which is like famous in Puerto Rico. Like my grandma has told
yes,
me that she has allegedly seen the chupacabra. Okay, like I don't know. I'm gonna believe Abuela. I'm gonna believe her. But like obviously chupacabra is not real, right? But I believe her. She's like, yeah, I
listen,
saw it. I saw it.
listen.
It
Who
killed the goats
knows?
in the farm. I'm like, oh, okay.
Listen, we just saw aliens throwing up gang signs in Miami, last week. So we it's a lot. It's stranger things have happened. Stranger things
Wait,
have
I don't
happened.
know about that. What?
Yeah, there were aliens. They shut down a whole mall. In Florida. In Miami
In
because
Florida?
yes, in Florida in January, and they were sightings of creatures, like tall beings walking around, and it was all over TikTok, all over the news, and it's just like we've got so much shit going on that do we really care at this point? Like, do y'all have the medicine? Can y'all help? Do y'all have the funds? Help. If not, then what are you doing here?
Right.
Like
Oh
come
no.
like come on now. Come on now. You know, you got Bob, he says only one chupacabra. Yes, chupacabra is
we
definitely up
need
there.
we need like something with the chupacabra, and it needs to be done right.
Yes, because we got so many what's that shit? The Wendigo. How many damn Wendigo movies we got?
Don't talk to me about the Wendigos. I don't need no more movies about the Wendigo, okay? Like they never do it right either though.
No, no, they don't.
They
No, they don't.
never do it right. Like they need to get real. Like I just
Crazy.
it's crazy. I could go on a whole like thing. I just can't. It's crazy.
Yes.
Chupacabra movie is needed. It's
Listen,
needed.
listen. We're putting it out there in the universe.
We
Putting it out there
are.
in the universe. Caveman movies and more. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by, showing some love. We got Bob. If is she though? Did she saw Chupacabra?
I don't know. Like she didn't say she saw it. She just said that she saw red eyes, red glowing eyes in the dark.
Ooh,
And I was
well,
like, "Oh." And then she said that a bunch of her friends who had a farm, their goats died the next day.
oh shit. Well, that's enough for me. That's
No,
enough.
exactly. Because I'm like, wait, because the chupacabra is like the goat sucker, right? So he killed all the goats. I don't know.
Listen. That's enough for me. That's solidified. She saw what she saw. There will be, there
I'm
will
not
be,
fighting with my abuela, I'm telling
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, Dice. I'm inclined to believe anyone's abuela. Yes, yes. Facts,
Yeah.
facts. You
She
know,
said it so matter of fact too. Like if it wasn't even like a joke, it was like I saw it. You know.
facts. Yes, it's only January and the aliens are already here. Yes, it is. It is. Kira, it was breaking news. Aliens in Miami. Jokes galore
Oh
about them
my
going
god.
to the mall.
I don't know where I am. Like I feel like I'm never online. I don't know anything going on.
Yeah. Bob says
That's so funny.
Scooby Doo and fake Chupacabra in Mexico and Chupa. Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember that Scooby Doo. I think that was a movie or a episode, but I think it was a movie where they were investigating the Chupacabra. Like that was some wild shit. Scooby Doo.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, yeah. They.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of wouldn't mind if we got a Scooby Doo reboot and they were hunting the Chupacabra and they had some horror elements in it.
That would
You
be
know.
amazing. I'd love that.
And the flip was that the shit was real. You know, they thought it was, just some man in a mask, but no, it's some real shit. Somebody's really out there soaking up, blood,
Killing the goats.
Yes, yes. So now you have your channel on YouTube, Sweet and Spooky, so how did that come about?
It's kind of something I always wanted to do, but it was more like, yeah, I wish I could do that. And then I think it was during like the lockdown where I was like, I can do that. And I was like, I have so much time. I should do that. And being that I'm an actress, I kind of just wanted to be in front of the camera. I feel like I hadn't been in front of the camera in so long. So I was like, I should just make things for me, because just because I'm not getting opportunities elsewhere does not mean I can't make my own opportunities. So I was like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make a channel. I'm going to do it for me. I'm going to do it my favorite genre. Super passionate about it. And also I
Yes.
wanted to like be a part of a community, and I felt like this is the community for me. I feel most me, most comfortable.
Yes, yes. I love it. And that's the attitude that I feel like you need to persevere in anything, like, there may not be opportunities for me or all the opportunities in the world, but I like doing this. Let me go provide this for myself. Let me just it
Yes.
comes through that you're having fun, and that you're passionate about it, so it translates. So, people resonate with it, so it's a good thing. It's always a good thing, you know.
Thank you.
So yeah, we got Dice said some white kids and their dog going to find Chupacabra.
Oh no. I love
Here
that.
we here we go. Bob, I thought Chupacabra is pink Bigfoot with green eyes, right? Yeah, I guess depending on who's making the movie. Depending on who's making I mean, we've got all sorts of renditions out there, you know. Now, how does it feel to be a part of the horror community? Especially like, I remember as a kid, like I couldn't talk horror with everyone, but now it's like I've got a plethora of people to share my love of the genre with. So, how does it feel?
It feels great. I mean, I felt like the same for a while. I kind of felt like almost like an alien, because I love horror and movies so much. Like I could really spend my whole day talking about it. And I feel like people that don't experience that same like fiery passion don't get it, and they're kind of like, oh, this is the girl that's annoying that doesn't shut up about like film and like filmmaking. Like nobody wants to hear this all day. So yeah, it's been great because I feel like I've just like found so many people that like think like me, and I've also made like real friendships. Like Dice is somebody that I would consider like a great friend now. So it's great.
Yes, love it, love it. It just, I guess it makes you feel like you're not so alone, It's because you
It
can
does.
ramble and because I remember as a kid being in school and people would be like, "Oh, who's better, Jason, Freddy, blah blah blah," and I'm the one going in like, I bet you didn't know that the original killer, in the
That
first
was
one was
me.
his
That was
mother,
me. Yeah, that was me. But did you know that on set he actually wanted this and this to happen, but then the actor decided to improvise, so this happened? And everyone's like, no, I
Listen,
didn't know that.
listen. Did you know that Evil Dead 2 is really a remake of like really a like it's not the same. He didn't just come back to the cabin, people are just looking at me like, bro, what? What? You know.
They're like, oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Like but I honestly I still get those reactions. If I'm in public, sometimes I may just, ask someone like, what's your favorite horror movie? And they're like, What? Who's this guy? Who's this guy? So, we definitely found our tribe,
We
on
did.
online, So it's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. Now my next question for you would be, is there a horror film that you wish you could see again for the first time?
Oh my god. Wish that I could see again for the first time. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
so many. But yeah, that's a great question. You're good with
Thank
these
you.
questions.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my god, why is my computer dying? Wait,
Uh-oh.
hold on. I'm so sorry.
and we're still here. Thank you everybody for rocking out with us, so far. We got Sweet and Spooky, doing this interview, getting it right, the horror community. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. You see the words below. The horror community lives here. Yes, yes. We got caveman movies and more. Said that they sub to you. Yes, yes. Show love. Show love. That's
Oh
that's
my
what it's
god.
about. That's what it's about.
I'm so sorry.
No, no, no. Listen, we are live. Sometimes things happen. Things
It's
happen.
it's all good. I had the wrong charger plugged in this whole
Oh,
time.
okay. All right. Well, listen, we got it. We got it together. We
I
got it
did it.
together. Yes, yes.
Um okay, I'm going to say Rosemary's Baby. I wish I could see it
Ooh.
again for the first time.
Okay, okay. Just to experience and get that like that first feeling, especially now that you're, a
Yes.
little bit older than when you first saw it, so you get to see it through another lens, digest other
Exactly.
themes,
For
So
sure.
it's
Yeah.
definitely, yes, Rosemary's Baby is definitely up there. It's definitely one of those classics for a lot of people, definitely up
Classic.
there. Now this is a question that I like to ask a lot of people because I get, different answers, but does horror do anything specifically for your mental health, in any aspects,
I would say yes. Um I feel like horror is like a really good outlet for me in the sense that like I can confront like my fears in a safe space.
Ooh,
And like yeah, that's my whole thing. Like there's so many horror movies that like affect me deeply, but I feel like safe on the journey because I'm like at home or like I went to go see it in this theater full of people and like we're all experiencing this together. So,
yes,
yeah.
yes. I completely agree because I do feel like you do get to confront your fears and get like some sort of release, through the
For
character
sure.
and what they're going through, and then you think of what you're going through and you're like, damn, whatever I'm stressing about, this motherfucker just had to run through a field of zombies not slow, of fast zombies, and I'm over here, whining about these student loans. Student loans ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. So
Right.
if they could deal with that, I could deal with this. So it's always a good time. We got a Rainbow. Thanks for stopping by, Rainbow Fright. Good evening, Stardust. Yes, yes, I hear that. A safe space to face your fears. Yes, yes.
For
A
sure.
great answer. A great answer. Uh I think it's very underrated in like what we talk about on the general, as much as horror contributes to people's mental health, because I'm someone who, if I want to relax, like tonight, right after this interview, I pop something on, pop a horror movie on, or throw my headphones on and listen to a scary podcast, something narrative that, and it's funny because I'll be asleep, and then my fiance, she'll be like, wake up, like you got people screaming in your ear, chainsaws going off and stuff, but it's relaxing to me. It's relaxing,
I
so
love that.
gotta get your relaxing wherever you can. Gotta get your centering in
It's
wherever
very
you
true.
can. You know. Now, do you have any horror television shows like specifically that stand out to you that you're like, oh, these are my go-tos that I could just put on anytime and just have some fun with, or something that you highly recommend?
Yes. So like the horror TV shows, I guess I guess they're more I still feel like they're in the horror genre. They might be a little bit more like true crime esque or
I
like
still
thriller
feel like it's
esque.
because the
It
music's the
falls
same.
in, yeah, it like falls in the same category. I feel like Dexter is my big one. It's my favorite show of all time.
Yes,
I
yes, the dark
can watch that
passenger.
anytime. Yes. Oh my god, so good. Dexter, and another one I'd like highly recommend. Unfortunately, it ended. They were supposed to give us 5 seasons, and then they were like, "Bye." Mindhunter
I
on
gotta start that one.
Netflix. That one is so good, and it's so sad that it ended after 2 seasons. After we were promised 5, and then the director was like, "I don't really want to make this show anymore. It's too much work." Like that's like literally what he said. He was like, "It's like too much work. I can't make the show
Wow.
anymore." And I was like, "What? You left us with like a cliffhanger." But that one's a really like interesting show that's about um the real guys who came up with the term serial killer, and
Yeah.
they show a bunch of different serial killers in the series. I really like true crime-esque shows like that. Um yeah, I think those would be
Yes.
my ones. Dexter's my big one though.
Oh, Dexter, Masuka, just the
Yeah,
gang,
and
you know,
Batista, I love
Batista,
him.
LaGuardia, I was
Yeah.
at the, I don't want to spoil it for people, but when that happened, when what happened to LaGuardia happened to I was like,
Yes.
Dexter, shame on you. Like I was heartbroken, you
I
know.
agree. I agree. That's also a show that has great Latina representation too. Love
Yes,
that.
yes, it does. Yes, it does. The politician,
Oh
crazy as
yeah.
shit.
Oh my god, crazy. He was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What did you think of the New Blood, or did you check out New Blood with his son?
I didn't see it. I'm gonna say why, because I'm
Okay.
scared. I'm scared of it ruining it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because people were like, I don't know, I was getting very mixed things. Also, I just like don't know how I feel about them doing that.
Yeah.
Did
You
you
know,
see
you know what? I was when it first was announced, I was like 100%
it?
against it. I was like, what the hell are you guys doing? Because I feel like
Yeah.
they kind of like they kind of were like wishy-washy. I don't know what was something had to be going on
Yes.
behind the scenes towards the last couple seasons of Dexter anyway. So I'm like, you
Yeah.
guys already didn't end it properly, but then you're gonna open up
Bad.
a whole new can of worms. But I think I was it was I had to get the COVID shot or whatever, and I was down for the count for a couple days, and I was just in bed, and I'm like, you know what? Let me watch some Dexter. Let me check it out. And it wasn't bad. I'm not gonna say
Okay.
it was like elite level, like it's not like the season with Trinity and all that, but
Damn.
it wasn't
Yeah.
it was entertaining, and it was nice to see like, the characters come back and stuff like that. So, it's definitely worth a watch. And it definitely wasn't as worse as I guess I've seen a lot worse in the original series than they did in New Blood.
Okay.
So
Okay. I'll
it's
have to watch it.
yeah, it is what it is. It's them bringing it back, with legacy
I'm
characters. But
I'm assuming it's over now, right? Like they just did the one season and it's done, or
yeah, I
okay.
hope it's over.
That tells me a lot. I'm
because
surprised Michael C. Hall came back, honestly.
listen, he went through a lot. He
He
met his
did.
wife. He met his wife on the set, and they were married and then divorced. On the
Yes.
set, and
And
still,
he had cancer and he went through a
yeah,
lot. Yeah.
a whole lot, a whole lot. Um, we got a Rainbow Fright, Yellow Jackets, giving Yellow Jackets some love.
Oh, Yellow Jackets, yeah.
Mika giving Dexter some love.
Mhm.
I've heard good things about Mindhunter. Yes, yes. I've heard a lot of people talk about that one. Yellow Jackets, yes, yes, Mika. Yellow Jackets, Caveman and Movies and More. If you like Dexter, you need to check out 6 Feet Under. I've never checked out 6 Feet Under. I need to. It's on my list though. It's on my
Me
list.
too. I have to see it.
Yes, yes. Mika says, "Have you seen From?" Always recommend that one. Yes. Have you seen From? It was pretty good. Pretty good.
No, what is that?
It is it's a show by the people who did, I think, Lost.
Hmm.
And it's about people. They are on a bus. Well, it's many various ways that they get to this town, but you get to this town and there's no way out pretty much, and it's some
Oh, okay.
crazy shit going on, but it's worth a watch. It's definitely worth a watch. Like I did a whole breakdown of like the second season this past, well, when it had while it was going on, this past year with Tamon came, me and him were just breaking it down. But From, highly recommended. It was on the streaming service Epix, but they just switched it over to MGM Plus, which I'm sure they're going to switch it over again because
Mm.
I can always tell when these streaming services are losing money. Paramount Plus, you know Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
No,
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah, I'm just like, get it together. Like I said, it shouldn't take me
Right.
20 minutes to
That's so
start up the
true.
damn app. Get it together. Mika says, Caveman, love that show. Planning on a rewatch. Yes, 6 Feet Under. Yes, got a lot of love for 6 Feet Under tonight. A lot of love
I've got to
for it.
see this show. Everyone tells me that.
Yes, yes. Now, do you have a favorite, horror villain that just sticks out to you? You know.
Favorite. So many. My favorite of all time. It has to be Michael Myers. It just
Oh,
is. Like,
yes.
just since forever, since I'm a kid. Love
Yes,
him.
yes. Do you have a favorite Halloween film?
Oh, that's so hard. There's so many because a lot of them too are like comfort movies for me. Like
Yes.
H2O is like ultimate comfort movie. Like, I don't know what it is about that movie, but I love that movie. Um, hmm, favorite. Oh my gosh. I want to say I really love 2018, but I'm gonna put Halloween 4. That was
Ooh.
Halloween 4 was the first Halloween movie I ever saw. I saw it on TV. I was pretty young and it made me cry because like Danielle Harris and me were like the same size and I was so scared for her. She's like
Yeah,
running and screaming and I was like, "Oh my god, she's going to
they were doing some wild shit, and I feel like they could
die."
have taken it. They could have taken a chance and really expanded on the franchise, but they were like, actually, no, we're just gonna make Loomis
Yeah.
batshit crazy. Which I love some
I
crazy Loomis. You know, but
Yeah, I know. Missed opportunity for real.
yeah, yeah. But it was definitely like the Halloween. I call it the Halloween multiverse because there's so many damn timelines that we're floating around here with.
So
You
many.
know. But
Yeah.
the one with Jamie in there definitely stands out for a lot of people, like in the
Yeah.
community, with her daughter and stuff like that. You know. So we got Kira. She says horror ironically soothes me, a form of escapism. Honestly,
For
yes,
sure.
yes, I feel you. I feel you. And then Bob says, "Okay, I've checked and read the articles, and I don't believe alien visit in Miami. I'm sorry, but
I gotta read about this when I get off here.
yeah, the real aliens are probably like, what? the slander, the propaganda that the humans have, keep pushing out there. It's not us, it's y'all. It's y'all who's dangerous. It's y'all. You know, but it is what it is. Now, you mentioned your favorite villain, but do you have a favorite final girl or final boy that sticks out to you?
I do. My favorite final girl is Laurie Strode, actually. Those were not supposed to be together. But she's been the one that just like speaks to me the most.
Yes.
And I just love her. I love her. Yeah. And I feel like with the newer films, like Jamie Lee Curtis just made me love her even more. Like just the
Yeah.
way she told Laurie's story was really great. Um Favorite final girl, favorite final boy. Okay. Favorite final boy has to be 100% Jesse in Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Okay. Listen. I
Love
got it.
him.
We get a lot of love for Jesse for Nightmare on Elm Street too. Definitely up
Love
there.
it.
Definitely up there. And I'm glad that we're giving love to Jamie Lee. Jamie Lee Curtis. Definitely iconic. Definitely up there. I feel like we're just now starting to see her branch out. Like, I don't know if you watched The Bear, but it's an amazing
Yes.
show.
Oh, she was
Her performance,
amazing.
oh my
Oh
god.
my
Oh my
god.
god.
She's so amazing. She's actually like a big reason why I wanted to do acting like for the longest time.
Wow.
She's amazing.
Wow.
I
That's
love her.
awesome. So who's your
Thank
favorite
you.
like Laurie Strode rendition? Like, who's your like which is your favorite version of Laurie Strode? Because mine is H2O, when she's drinking and she's just
Mine
like,
is H2O too.
I need I need one night, John. What, give me one night. That's
That's
all
my
I ask.
favorite because it's so real. I mean, like the 2018 version of her is also real, but there's something way more just like there's something more like authentic to me about the one in H2O, and the way she plays it is just I love it. Yeah, that's my favorite. It's my
Yeah,
favorite.
it was like you could see what she was going through. You could see she was stressed. You could see she was really going through it, with the drinking and everything and just the anxiety, but also I wasn't scared for her safety though, like I was in the 2018 movies. I was just like, because if we know what all went on, but your average person, if they see somebody with trap doors and all this, like, oh no, don't go to
Right.
grandma's house.
Yeah.
Don't go to grandma's
It's
house.
killing me.
You know. So it's but yeah, she definitely cemented that role. She'll forever be invited to the cons and the fests. I'll always want her autograph.
Yes.
I'll always want her photo. I
Me
always want her photo.
too.
So she's definitely up there. I've got a couple more questions for you for before we conclude the interview. I want to thank you so far for rocking out with me and
Of
just
course.
just answering all the questions. And this has been an awesome interview. Getting to know you a little bit better. But my final questions are, we're getting into, well, we are in an era of like the metaverse and virtual reality, and things are starting to evolve, and all these good things, and there's going to be a space for horror in there as well. So if I were to put on the Oculus goggles and I'm stepping into Sweet and Spooky's world, like paint the scene, like what am I looking at, what is it, what am I seeing?
For horror or just in
Yeah.
general?
Well, you know what? It could be for horror. It could be, but it could also be, well, you know what? In general, I think that's probably going to be more interesting. So what in general, because I'm sure there's going to be some horror elements sprinkled in there. Somewhere.
That's such a funny question. I feel like everything would be pink. There would be lots of body horror going on. There would be a lot of strong women, a lot
Yes.
of Latina women. Yeah. That
Yes.
would be my world, I think. That's my space.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Pink body horror, and
And a bunch of strong women.
yes, a bunch of strong women, with and bunch of Latino women. I'm digging the scene. I'm digging the
Thank
scene.
you.
Digging the scene. I love it, love it. Now, my last question for you would be, if you had 24 hours to be like, one of your favorite horror villains, creatures, uh, spirits, entities, person, it could be person, place, thing, whatever, like who or what would it be for 24 hours?
Oh my god, Jennifer Check.
Oh,
It
of
would have
course,
to be Jennifer Check. Yeah.
of
There's no
course.
other answer.
That is the answer. That is the only answer.
It is. I get to eat the boys. Let's go. I've got many that need to be eaten.
And that's a first. I love that answer, because I get so many different answers, but no one's mentioned Jennifer Check yet. So
Oh, yay. I love that for me.
yes, 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 going up for it, going up for it. But yes, thank you again for joining me, and
Of
for
course.
making this a fun interview. I hope you had a good time, and of course, the space is always open for you to join us in the future. One of the discussions, that we have with the horror community, chopping it up about our favorite, you know, uh subgenres and stuff like that. So you're always invited
Oh,
back
thank
on.
you. I love
Yes.
that. Yeah, I've had a great time.
Yes, yes. Well, and also if you are not subscribed to her, links are in the description, folks. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you check her out. Definitely top notch
Oh,
quality,
thank
content out
you.
there, was definitely, and I was definitely super excited. Like, as I had actually been following like your channel before I had met you in New York, and I was just like, oh, this is fucking awesome. So it was
I'm so
awesome that,
happy to hear that.
yes, yes, that's what it's about. It's about the community connecting, and just chopping it up and having a fun time. And because I'm like, at the end of the day, we're all friends, at the end of the day, because we all
Yes.
like the same shit. We all, everybody, for the most part, like, everybody's chill. Like, everybody, I really haven't had any like bad experiences in the horror community, from my experiences anyway.
Mhm.
Everybody's been like super awesome, super chill. But yes, thank you again for stopping by. Everybody, make sure you subscribe. Links in the description. And thank you for everybody who are kicking it with us in the chat tonight. Mika and Kira, thank you for stopping by. Cray Dre, Dice, thanks for stopping by. Bob, Melissa, thanks for stopping by. KB, Found Footage, thanks for stopping by. Bobby, thanks for stopping by. Everybody. If I missed you, I apologize. Rainbow Fright, Caveman, just scrolling. But that's been another episode of Evil Live, folks. And yeah, we're gonna be back probably next month, because I'm moving at the end of this month. So we're definitely gonna be back with some more discussions, more than likely next month. Having some more fun with the horror community. But as always, it's gonna be peace, love, and horror, folks. And we're out of here. Peace out. Peace out.